I was just thinking that this is about what Irvin saw all those years ago when he arrived. He probably stood here thinking that he was going to make things better. He had a good heart. Oh, you remind me of him sometimes, wanting to make things right. And when you said it out loud, you know, I actually believe we can do it. I just hope our lawyer is as confident. Right. She said she would meet us at our office when we arrive. Hopefully she can tell us what we need to do in order to clear Irvin's name. Let's stick together, though. Gagarin isn't a huge town, but it's not the kind of town that I want to get lost in.
Anything. I can help you with?
Every time I return, it seems like the city's a bit more crowded. This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science. I was just thinking that this is about what Irvin saw all those years ago when he arrived. He probably stood here thinking that he was going to make things better. He had a good heart. Oh, you remind me of him sometimes, wanting to make things right. And when you said it out loud, I actually believe we can do it. I just hope our lawyer is as confident. Right. She said she would meet us at our office when we arrive. Hopefully she can tell us what we need to do in order to clear Irvin's name. Let's stick together, though. Gagarin isn't a huge town, but it's not the kind of town that I want to get lost in.
Need some work done?
Security is usually good about keeping out strays, but keep your eyes open at night for dust devils and prongwings, okay? I hate it when the walkways creak.
Ah, this is Ellie's law office. Perfect. She said she would be expecting us.
Well, well, well. Barrett, you're actually here. Astounding.
Ellie! Ellie, come on. I promised we'd stop by, didn't I?
People make promises all the time, Barrett. And most folks try to avoid Gagarin, not visit it. Anyway, I'm glad you made it out here. We have work to do, don't we? Yes. It was my first case as a bright-eyed, optimistic lawyer.
Well, starting your career with a defeat is rough, Ellie.
It was. But in a way, it made me more determined. Down to business. Perfect. What do you already know?
So we already know that Irvin worked for Hephaestus Mining Company years ago, and they blamed him for catastrophic economic and ecological issues here on Gagarin.
Yes. He lost his case because he didn't defend himself, and we had almost no evidence without him.
I recall receiving a message asking him to appear in court a day after his funeral.
An unfortunate reality of interplanetary legal communiques, I'm afraid. He was publicly blamed for the economic woes, and his accounts were seized in compensation.
His account on Gagarin specifically. It was just the amount he was paid years ago for the job.
Right. They would have taken his assets and other settlements, but by law, his death prevented it. Well, we can bring the case to a judge here if we have new evidence or a witness.
What about the evidence we found so far?
Yes, well, about that. It's just not enough. Not on its own, no. It's circumstantial. Helpful to support our claim, but not enough. In order for me to go before a judge, I'd like to have some solid evidence pertaining to motive. The courts won't entertain a challenge to its ruling unless we're sure that something major was missed in the original trial.
What was the motive from the original trial?
We had no solid motive after our witness withdrew his testimony. Yeah, we need something major. Documentation, recordings, a witness, something.
It's been so long. How could we find anything like that?
I've thought about this a lot since the original case. The mine that Irvin worked at was shuttered in 2309. They probably still have documents relating to whatever happened there with him. Not necessarily. To Hephaestus, it might be cheaper to run away and let the dust bury it all.
Not really. All I know is that it's a Hephaestus mine from 20 years ago, somewhere on Gagarin.
I don't have a couple decades to wait for you to search them all, so we'll need to narrow it down. That's where you come in. I don't know which mine he worked at when the incident took place. In theory, you could find that information on a Foundry terminal, if you can access it. You'll need a passcode. That's the hard part. Besides the Foundry records, there also might be something in Irvin's apartment. If he knew he was being framed, he might have held on to some documents there.
Makes sense to me.
You've been hanging on to that old apartment this whole time, Barrett?
Yeah, It was easier to not bother with it. Not like it's worth anything in this economy anyway.
I hope you still have the key.
I have it. Figured maybe I'd sell it while we were here anyway. May as well, right?
Hopefully, that's enough to work with for now. If you'll excuse me, I have to get some court documents ready for this case.
I should still have the key to Irvin's apartment. I hope it's worth our time, but I can't be sure. Irvin's old apartment isn't far from here. I doubt there's much in there, but it's good to check. They probably never intended for these walkways to last this long.
I heard this story about a kid who was walking, and he fell through the catwalks, and they never found him. All because he didn't study for his citizenship exam. But I don't think that's true.
Well, this is it. Irvin's old apartment. Here, use this key. After you, Captain. Now I get why he wanted me to look after his plants. No windows, insufficient power for proper lamps. Oh, he must have been miserable. No wonder he wrote so much. Wait a second. What about this safe? I bet it's locked by a terminal. Well, I'll be. If you ever doubted Irvin's genius, look at all this. Still chugging along 20 years later. Hold on. Is that what I think it is? PC. No idea what mine H363 is, but we could search for it at the Foundry database. All right, we've got some solid leads, it looks like. The employment contract and the hunting license at Town Hall. And as the lawyer, she's probably right. The burden of proof is sky high on this one. It's likely already in orbit. It was a bit strange going through Irvin's old things, though. I was hoping for some old pictures, but nothing. What's that you have there? A plant? Yes, and it was always a remarkable species with an even more remarkable story. I wonder if the same is true for this guy. Evolved or altered, Irvin used to experiment a lot with extremophile plant life. Maybe he made the perfect plant buddy for his windowless apartment. In any event, I'll go through Irvin's notes in more detail later. There's probably a flowchart somewhere with this little guy's name on it. Oh, on that note, we should give it a name. I'm thinking something simple yet refined. What do you think of Harvey? Then it's unanimous. Okay, the three of us should get back to it. You, me, and Harvey have a case to solve. That didn't take long at all.
Think you're hot? Try wearing security armor.
You ever read about the early history of spaceflight? So political. So familiar sometimes. Foundry District isn't too far from here. Well, this town hall has seen better days. Hopefully that public access computer is still working. so. The hunting license was sponsored by Hephaestus after all. And we will be very interested to see this.
Reals? I know a guy who just got a job at the Centauri Mills plant. Won't say what they pay, but his outfits sure have gotten nicer.
There's the Foundry computer. Irvin's last assignment should have the coordinates to the mine.
I don't have any money to give you. I'm sorry.
Oh, smells like the Centauri Mills plant is making a new test batch of something.
Coordinates look valid to me. Imagine Irvin thinking the same thing all those years ago. Just a job, right? Well, at least we know where to keep looking, right? I guess we'll see what state the mine is in. It's possible they collapsed it before they left. We just won't know until we get there. If that's the case, we'll just have to figure something out. Careful. This place was shuttered 20 years ago. It might have new tenants now. right? Find anything worth selling or using? Whoa, looks like they left a lot of stuff intact when they shuttered this place. I wonder if they were in a hurry or if it was just cheaper to replace it. This looks promising. This looks like administration. Company records? Bingo! let's go find Irvin and Helgi's lab stations. Perfect. It was the destruction of the bacterial colonies, not the apex predators. So, they ruined the ecosystem here, and it had nothing to do with Irvin. This is it. This is what Ellie needs to see. Fair game. Lights are on down here at least. That's good. weird in here. Like seaweed and sulfur. I'm waiting here. None for me, thanks. After the Hephaestus left, or if these things chased them out. Seems like Helgi tried to do the right thing here. I'm sure Ellie would want to see this. He's citing numerous ethics violations dating back before Irvin's time, and Hephaestus just ignored him. Tell me you scanned that one. Okay, good. You got it.
buddy. Anything you need to offload?
Need authority? It's always buying. Kiosk right here for you.
I have to break up one more fight at Lizzie's. She and I are gonna have problems.
A hazmat squad came through here the other day. Said they're cleaning out any heat leeches. Public safety concern. I think I missed something.
Security's usually good about keeping out strays. Keep your eyes open at night, doesn't it?
Some of the other executives and I have been looking to form a town council. Ensure
I'm not
everyone's
supposed to
voices
run
are
on the
heard in
walkways
city
anymore.
matters. The locals would be invited, of course.
Ellie! Hello?
Welcome back, detectives.
Ellie, I sent you all the data from the mine already. As I'm sure you know.
Yes, I've been reviewing it. Sit down. Let's have a chat about it. Welcome back, you two. How was the trip to the mine?
You're gonna love this, Ellie.
Okay, someone better tell me. Come on.
We found the coordinates to Irvin's old work site and went there. Huge battle. Fire, explosions. Pew, 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 pew.
Barrett, please.
You should have seen the plants in there, too. Weird stuff. Anyway, you read over the documents we found there, right? What do you think?
What you both found in that mine is remarkable. These documents show that the chemicals released by the mining process contaminated the ecology even before Irvin was tasked with removing the predators. And they also show that Helgi informed Hephaestus of the issue, and it was repeatedly ignored. And with that, I think we've got ourselves a case, my friends.
Yes! That's what I wanted to hear, Ellie. Woo!
Yes, but it's still likely to lose. Because what we really need now is Helgi as our witness, and that is a problem. Helgi isn't an ideal witness at all. He was our star witness the first time, and he never showed up. Plus, he's got a reputation around town. After he quit, he went a bit weird.
I can handle a bit weird. I know the captain can too.
Clearly. But the judge might feel differently. It might be worth finding some character witnesses too while you're looking for him. Helgi's documents are nothing without him there in court, explaining them to the judge.
Does Helgi still live around here by any chance?
Sort of. He's, unpredictable, though. We could, but I think we'd lose the case, bluntly. We can verify these documents are real, but Hephaestus can counter by attacking Helgi's character. They'll label him a disgruntled employee and then find a dozen independent scientists to confirm Irvin was at fault. But with Helgi in court, he can explain the science and help me challenge any countering theories during cross-examination. That's also a bit tricky. He's hard to find. Doesn't really stay in one place for long. You might ask Dr. Kayala. She checks up on folks who fall through the cracks sometimes. You'd have to convince her to tell you where he is. That might be hard.
Sounds like we're making a stop at the med clinic. We'll be back when we convince Helgi to be a witness.
Listen, if he refuses, then he refuses. Can't force him.
Yeah, we don't want to press him too hard. The last thing we need is him refuting what he wrote. This is going to take a light touch, but I think we can handle it.
Do you need medical assistance? Are you injured? Is there something I can help you two with?
Do you happen to know Dr. Helgi Hodgson? We're trying to get his help with something.
Sorry, who are you exactly?
We're detectives. Self-taught and unaffiliated. Freelance detectives. With the emphasis on the free part.
Wait, what? Detectives? Sorry, I don't think I know what you're talking about. I treat anyone who walks in my doors, if I'm able to. I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. You'll have to ask somebody else.
We're trying to help him. And Gagarin, actually.
Ellie's a good person. That bodes well, but I can't violate my oaths. I'm sorry. Listen, I can say that Helgi took up a job working at Clint's store just down the way. I saw him there stacking boxes the last time I picked up an order. I've got to get back to my work here, so if there's nothing else... If it's patient medical records you're after, I'll remind you, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
We're thinking of taking Hephaestus to court with Dr. Hodgson as a witness. Now, given his situation, we're worried the defense might cast aspersions on his character, even question his mental health.
That's unfortunate, but not surprising. Look, if he agrees to testify and grants me permission, I could vouch for his well-being.
Thanks, Doc. If he does end up testifying, we'll definitely need you for the trial. Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
No promises, given patient confidentiality, but I'll do my best. All right, let's examine you. Whew, you're lucky I know what I'm doing, because you're a real mess. Okay, this might hurt a little. There, good as new. More or less. I need to get back to my work now, if you don't mind.
All these fancy new businesses, still can't get the note about the shows.
I was thinking about going for a hike outside the canyon. And I remember where we are.
Don't mind. Trade in a little bit of everything here. Except Mix. Too old to be dealing with that black market stuff. Gagarin. It was a military town until the end of the colony war. Mechs were our specialty. Everyone always blabbers about Mars making the highest performance machines. But if you needed a system that wouldn't let you down in a pinch, you piloted a Gagarin. But that all dried up when the mechs were banned with the armistice. Now, we've got these new firms coming in. Arkmite, Centauri Mills. claim they're here to revitalize the city, which is funny, since their employees refuse to step foot in most of it. Plenty more competition for stores like mine, that's for sure. UC had a lot more money to throw around in those days. During the war, I couldn't keep the shelves stocked. At first, because of all the demand. But later, because the Freestar Collective flotillas were so damn good at picking off UC merchant craft. But the biggest difference now? The quiet. Not just because most of the forges and mines shut down. It was the testing. Firms used to drive their prototype mechs out into the canyons, way beyond the city. But you could still hear the guns all the way from here. It was like, shoo, thunder. So when the thunder stopped, well, so did Gagarin in a way. Good way to think about it. Hopefully I'll be around long enough to see the end result.
Funny you ask, because I'd like to know too. He owes me a sizable debt. Enough that he's no longer allowed in my store. I don't like denying service to anyone, but it's the principle of the matter. Nobody is going to know where he is aside from someone who knows the underbelly of Gagarin. And that is Lizzie up at the bar. That's who you need to ask. You sure you got the right person? Helgi and I have had several run-ins in the past. For me, yes. But there's a lot of water.
We just need someone to serve as his character witness, given your long-standing reputation in the city.
Sure, I can say a few words. I like Helgi, but fair warning, I'm not gonna lie for him. If I'm testifying under oath, it'll be full of the good and the bad.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
Thanks again for the liquor. Should be armed and ready when the power suits start wandering in. Now, what can I get for you? Ah, yes, the detectives. I heard about you.
A reputation already? I'm impressed.
Slow news day, I guess. I serve drinks here, friend.
We were told that you are a local crime...
We serve drinks here. Here's a list of our specials for today.
There's nothing on here.
Oh, that's strange. Here, let me fix that. Don't worry, it's just the one sale today.
Oh, right. Of course, it's a number. Here you go, Captain. All yours.
Not for this kind of deal. Sorry. Credits are easier for you explorer types, though, aren't they? Thanks for your patronage. Sending your receipt directly to you now. We'll be sure to leave a glowing review for your establishment. Don't worry. Wait. So let me get this straight. You want the bartender to testify he's not a lousy drunk? All right, I'm no lawyer, but seems like a bad move. Also, it sounds like work. And I don't work for free.
If it's about creds, you might earn a lot of brownie points with the locals if you helped with that. Points they'd spend at your bar.
As long as I'm still alive to spend it. But fine. If you get Helgi to show up, I'll take some of the heat off of him. Don't cook yourself out there.
Wonder if there are any mining jobs on Mars these days. Could put up with some dust. Well, different dust.
Not supposed to stay out after dark. But it's too hot for later.
I don't suppose you're here to tell me I've won a ticket to a new planet, huh?
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin Mandani's contract with the mining company a long time ago. Ring any bells?
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Hunter. Yeah, I remember him. Why? Who are you people? Then find the history slate. An ancient history slate. Because that's what it is.
Please. Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological disaster about 20 years ago. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't remember lies. He passed on. That's a kick in the pants, isn't it? Well, sorry for your loss and all that, but I can't bring back the dead or anything. So you can go now. Thanks.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue about things that happened decades ago. But right now, nobody save us knows the truth. And that means we're the only ones who can clear Irvin's name.
Sounds to me like you need a scientist. And instead, you got a drunk.
And I reject that hypothesis. Once a scientist, always a scientist. And in court, you're an expert witness who can testify.
Testify? The trial is over, the verdict rendered. In case you two clowns didn't get the memo. Ellie Yankton? But why? Ah, it doesn't matter. Nothing's changed. I cannot do that. Why is this so hard to understand here? I really hope so. You may be right. You got a point. Hephaestus' scientists will just say my theories are unfounded without me to defend them. Fine, you've convinced me. I'd be willing to testify on one condition. I want to know what happened to Irvin. Because when he disappeared, let's just say I had an epiphany. Hephaestus didn't need to say a word. That's when I knew the threats against me and my family were real.
Dr. Hawkson, it wasn't Hephaestus that took Irvin's life. It was the war. Irvin was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Caught in the crossfire.
Then I am sorry for your loss. It won't change the past for either of us. But I will testify. And maybe wherever Irvin is, you'll be glad that we can finally stick it to those assholes at Hephaestus.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, don't get all mushy on me now. I need a drink. I've got some dirt on other mines, too. That wasn't an isolated. Maybe I'll sleep a little better when this is all over.
They're conscripting security to search all the abandoned buildings for heat leeches. Guess who's got the next shift?
Helgi agreeing to testify is a great help. We might need witnesses to vouch for his character, though. Someone in security, maybe?
You have any problems? You should talk to Chief Pretorius. He'll help you out.
Welcome to the Vanguard Recruitment Office. Here to join the cause. If you've got a ship and the metal to help keep UC systems safe, the Vanguard has got a place for you. Ah, pleasure to meet you, Captain. So then, to what do I owe the visit? I'd love to get some more people coming in the door. Any interest in helping me distribute some recruiting materials to a couple local concerns? You'll be dropping off recruitment kits to 3 people. Lizzie Aheo at the local watering hole, Chief Pretorius at the security office, and Dr. Keala over at the clinic. I'll pay you for the legwork, but I'll throw in some extra if you can get them to guarantee they'll actually put the materials up. That all sound like it's in your wheelhouse? If I knew how to do that, I wouldn't have to pay someone. But I trust you'll figure something out. So, does that mean you'll do it? Good. Once you're done, come back here. I'll have your credits waiting.
Yoink.
help you with something? If one more corporate exec asks for security escort to their ship, I might just hit someone. Depends on what we're talking about. What's this for? Another one of Yankton's crusades, huh? Gotta hand it to her. She doesn't know the meaning of the word quit.
Well, we're concerned the defense might have an unkind word or two about the doctor during cross-examination.
By doctor, you mean Helgi. It's true. We brought him in for a D&D, but he spent half the time apologizing, and even helped clean up the mess the next day. He's all right in my book. And keep in mind, it's a very big book. It's got the name of every criminal, delinquent, and rule breaker in Gagarin. But you won't find Helgi's name inside.
That's good to hear. If we need you, Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
Yeah. Have her ping my secretary. News in that start coming for my people sooner or later. Sure. Give 'em here. I'll throw 'em up in the office. Sure. Zeneda's helped me out of more than a couple tight squeezes. Least I can do.
Lost? Straight to the catwalks. You'll get where you're going eventually. Or was it left?
End of the colony war hit Gagarin hard.
You one of those corporate drones? Gagarin doesn't
Thirsty?
much.
More of these things? Fine. Give 'em here. I'll make sure they find their way to the incinerator with the earlier batches. Oh, yeah? Fine. Let's discuss. I think we can work something out. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to help her out. She does tip well. Okay, I'll put up the damn posters. Now buzz off before I regret my decision.
Excuse me, are you looking for someone? I'm Dr. Keala. Are you a new patient? If you're a UC citizen, I can look you up, get your benefits processed once we've done a workup. Oh, well, the UC subsidizes the costs of all services for its citizens, healthcare and beyond. Hard part is, you've got to earn your citizenship first, doing some job for the UC for X number of years. I got mine serving as a doctor in an at-need area, as they lovingly refer to Gagarin. Other folks, they've done it through scientific service, diplomatic posts. Heck, you could even go over and talk to Zeneda about joining the Vanguard. They'll get you your citizenship in no time flat. Or so says Zeneda. Then by all means, tell me what I can do. Let's take a look. Not so bad, really. All right. Zeneda warned me this day might be coming. Look, I presume you're not getting paid if I refuse delivery. So here, I'll take them. I'm not about to pull credits out of someone else's pockets. But this is a medical office. I can't in good conscience hang those things up. First, do no harm and all. I think you're just wasting your time here. Zenaida always has been one of the good ones around here. That's not a bad point. It's not like they'd be heading off to the front lines. All right, I'll put them up. Tell Zenaida she wins, okay?
Apparently, the corporate execs are talking about building their own priority catwalks above the city. You been up there?
You managed to get those materials passed out? Folks didn't give you too much trouble, I hope. Really? Never thought in a million years Lizzie and Doc Keala would play ball. Good work. Here, what I owe you for the deliveries. And for your top-notch negotiation skills. Thanks again for helping out.
I wasn't sure if Helgi would testify, but I'm glad we were able to convince him. Hopefully, this will be enough to clear Irvin's name. Let's get back to Ellie. I don't know if people still curse Irvin's name around here. If there's any resentment left, fix it. Helgi's testimony should make this go a lot smoother.
Okay, you two, lay it on me. Did you find Helgi? Did he agree to testify?
Well, we've got good news and... well, that's it. Just more good news.
Okay. Does that mean he said yes? What do we look like? New Atlantis? No. Then we better hope that our other evidence holds up. Well, that is perfect. She's probably the best person to call on should Hephaestus decide to play dirty. Well, you two have done all that you could. Now it's time to hand the baton off to me.
What do you think, Ellie? Do we have a chance?
The evidence you've gathered is impressive. It truly is.
So what's the verdict? In this case, I'd say spoilers are appreciated.
I almost never say this, because I don't want to jinx it, but I think this case is a slam dunk.
Huzzah! That's what I like to hear.
I think we can do everything on our checklist. Clear Irvin of any wrongdoing, charge Hephaestus with the cover-up, and even restore Helgi, Dr. Hawkson's standing in the scientific community. All in all, though, really outstanding work. We wouldn't have gotten this far without your efforts. And I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin is, he appreciates it too.
Agreed, Ellie. And thanks for being our anchor in this. We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing. We can talk more in private. Wow, we actually did it! Solved the case. And hopefully cleared Irvin's name. I feel like... what's the old saying? A great weight has been lifted off my shoulders? But it's actually true. I feel like I'm 80% biomass and 20% aerogel. Thanks. I was trying not to be too optimistic about our chances, because that's when a cosmic reversal kicks in. But I think it's okay in this case. We've already proven Irvin's innocence, and I trust Ellie to explain it. I'm feeling great. Although I could do with some wine and cheese. Why stop at emotional satisfaction? We can indulge in the culinary too. But if I can be serious for a moment, thank you. I couldn't have done this without your help. That makes two of us. Three if you count Harvey. And who wouldn't? He's practically family. In fact, Harvey's got a little explorer in him too. According to this slate I found, turns out that our spiky friend's been all across the galaxy. I doubt it. Harvey's a wanderer. Getting lost is how he finds his way home. We've been through a lot, haven't we? I had forgotten what it was like to work with someone so closely. On top of everything else we've done together and with Constellation, yeah, I think so. Investigating Irvin's case with you is something I'll remember forever. I've come to realize that some events, some people, stand out as pillars of my life. Yes, some of them do. And if we're lucky, they change us for the better. We only get a brief moment in this universe to interact, to feel, to be who we are and experience the range of emotions that our bodies and minds have evolved to comprehend. And the definition of that changes for everybody. If one is fortunate, you might even notice events and people changing you while it is in motion. You're playing with me, aren't you? Well, I'm almost done. Just listen. I've explored many worlds, and I've worked with Constellation for most of my life. I cherish those memories. But you have changed me as a person forever. I don't want to look back years from now and wonder what if. I need to know what you think about us. You took the words right out of my mouth. Now, mind if we get back to exploring this beautiful, mysterious universe with me, Captain?
guys have a tip line or something?
A tip line? Not so much, no.
Oh, okay. Well, I overheard two guys at Lissy's. They were talking about hitting the Centauri plant a couple of days from now.
Really? Any chance you got names?
No, but I can tell you what they look like.
Okay. We'll have you come down to the station and get you in front of a sketch artist. Thank you for coming forward.
Centauri Mills sees a lot of potential in Gagarin. Are you taking coffee orders? I'd kill for a cappuccino right now.
I'm sorry, but if this isn't directly related to Reliant medical business, you should really schedule an appointment. Can you make it quick? Gagarin is a city on the rise. Cheap facilities and Arkmite and Satari Mills are just learning what Reliant's known for years. Gagarin.
Yes? My time is Arkmite's time, and Arkmite's time is very valuable. Oh, Chief Pretorius? She thinks Gagarin is just peachy being poor and run down. Has no vision. But Arkmite does. Thanks to our investment, the largest formerly shuttered mech plant in the city has been refurbished and is churning out some of the finest heavy equipment in the settled systems. And we're sharing that vision of a revived Gagarin with others. We've been bringing in investors, showing them all the potential of this place. We were only asking the chief to make sure the areas we'd planned to visit didn't have any malcontents running around. Unfortunately, some of the locals don't appreciate all we've done for the city. We expect they will. After all, what truer sign of respect is there than a high-paying salary? Bye now.
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's. Like, a lot.
Never seen a star station like that before.
This is Sirac on the Starfield Oracle. We are expecting anomalous readings. Member crew have been compromised. Do not repeat. Not board. This is Sirac on the Starfield Oracle. We are expecting anomalous readings. Member crew have been compromised. Do not repeat. Not board.
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Hello. This is Sirac. Start Oracle. We are expecting anomalous. Readings. Member crew have been compromised. Do not repeat. Not board.
Released. Let's go.
Oracle. We are expecting anomalous readings. Member crew have been compromised. Do not repeat. Not board.
And we're Docking. And complete.
There are many more freezing worlds than cozy ones. You'd think we'd take care of the cozy ones more.
Two of us. Quite the pair, eh?
Ah, you're awake.
Do not.
Let's get going, shall we?
Not board.
Is there a way to go faster than the speed
Whatever
of light?
you need.
And none of that grav tech cheating?
I'm more than ready.
Sarah!
I'll try.
About seeing stars.
I must confess, the hum of the grab drive.
It is good to see you.
Missed the sound of my voice, huh?
Dustin, hey, now the party can get...
Finally.
All yours, Barrett.
You got it.
If something's on your mind,
Do not repeat. Not board.
Ours now.
I cannot give up.
Okay, that happened.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float. Bye!
This is Sirac from the Starfield Oracle. We are experiencing anomalous environmental readings. Members of the crew have been compromised. Do not... Sirac from the Starfield Oracle. We are experiencing anomalous environmental readings. Members of the crew have been compromised. Do not repeat. Not board.
Air pressure, seals, ship integrity, all good. Docking is complete. Good work, Captain.
Hi there, Captain.
This is Sirac. Starfield Oracle.
I was hoping you'd stop by.
Anomalous environmental readings. Members of the crew have been compromised. Do not repeat.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted. An informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the
This is Sirac from the Star. Oracle. We are experiencing anomalous environmental readings. Members. Starship Frontier, this is United Colony Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. Welcome to...
Finally. A museum. Now we're in the good stuff.
Heads up, if you're planning to go to Chunk.
It's not easy keeping these ancient turbines going. I wish more people realized that. Oh, hello there. Are you here about the brownouts? That's usually the only reason people come up here to talk to me, since I'm the power system manager here. Of course you did. That's okay. It's a problem here. Citizens and visitors alike have a right to know what's going on and when to expect a fix. Problem is, I don't know how long we'll have to deal with this, because I'm needed here to oversee the whole system, and we don't currently have anyone available to go out and solve the issue at the moment. Did you see those huge wind turbines out there on your way in? They're our primary source of power generation. Titan's strong winds provide an almost constant source of power, as long as we can keep the machinery from icing over. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'm a little new to the job, and I'll admit I'm struggling a little bit. I could use some help. I could use someone who can handle laser cutter to break ice that's on the power system machinery out there. That should clear up the short circuits experiencing and stop the brownouts. Does that sound like something you can do? Oh, thank you. I guess I'm lucky you showed up then. Just be careful not to hurt yourself or the equipment. I'll continue to monitor things from here.
Hi. Me? I guess? My therapist told me I should try recording notes to myself as a way to, cope with this drastic life change. I guess the goal is to look back on it later and see progress. Anyway, I've been living here in New Homestead for, 3 months now? And it hasn't been easy. The locals are a little wary of people coming in from the outside, but they know they need me here because their previous power systems manager died unexpectedly. Got stuck out in the cold with a suit puncture. Alcohol may have been involved. Remind me not to make that same mistake. Where was I? So, I decided to go all in and change my family name to show these people I'm serious about their home. It's caused some drama with my parents, but ultimately, they understand. And to be honest, I kind of like it. I've always loved the history of this place, from its inception as an outpost searching for life, to researching how to build colonies on harsh worlds, and now as a living history museum. It's really... crap. The lights are struggling to stay on again. Well, back to fixing this place. Talk to you. Me. Later.
There are times
You don't want to get hurt or sick around here.
This is a pretty common method of mining on snowball planets even today. It may be low tech, but
Sure,
it's
no
effective.
problem.
He completely bought
That
it.
everything? You didn't.
I did. I know I shouldn't have, but I just...
Did you know the museum here is full of old Earth artifacts?
Are they gonna think we're even more old-fashioned than they already believe? That's a good point. They already gawk at us like we're some sort of ancient curiosity.
It's a little
No,
weird that
I'm just
people
trying
come
to
here
have a little
see what
fun.
early colony life
But
was
you're
like.
probably
To
right.
me, it's just how we live.
I can't believe the chunks you're at.
What can I do for you? I saw another group of tourists making their way outdoors, ripe for scaring. Want to help me out again? Yeah, I think it's about time to try this again. If we keep it up, word is bound to get around about the monster of Titan. Are you ready to put on the monster costume and go scare them right now? I think it might be worth trying. Good luck out there.
There are some dangerous areas around here that are not. Hello.
I'm really glad you're helping us out. Good work. I should be able to take it from here. Thanks again for your help.
Hi there. Always nice to see a new face.
Hello there.
Did you scare off those tourists yet? See, sometimes silly ideas are worth the effort. I'm just happy I was able to find someone willing to help with this ridiculous idea. Come back in a few days to do this for me again, and that costume is yours. All right?
If the Lodge wasn't here, I probably wouldn't be here all that often. Don't get me wrong, Atlantis is... This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
I just think you should give it a little more thought, okay?
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible.
Understand where I'm coming from, Sam. Well, okay, fine. Let's see what he says.
What's up? Hey, let me know when you're ready to take me along with you. Should only be a few years. I don't know if I'll ever get used to being around all these people. Everyone hurrying around, talking, eating, drinking, doing a million things. It's so weird, but kind of exciting at the same time, you know? Going from a planet with a population of 3 to this one is going to take a lot of patience and trust, that's for sure. Well, there's no other people my age here at the lodge, so it's going to be kind of tough. Actually, Noelle is pretty nice. She said she'd teach me some stuff about science. You know, pick up where my mom left off. Besides that, I don't really care if I make friends or not. You and Sarah are the only friends I'll ever really need. Come back soon! I like talking to my friends.
Did you have my attention? I look forward to it.
You two go on. I have academic journals to review, and the galaxy's cheesy as hoagie to devour.
An interesting mix of activities. I hope they are both enjoyable.
Lost in my thoughts, but glad to be back. Seals are locked and we are docked.
Greetings, Captain.
This is Sirac on the Starfield Oracle.
Here, I have something for you.
Greetings. Member crew have been compromised. Do not.
Yes, well, it seemed like a good idea. I saw it earlier and thought you might like it. Or find it useful. Or, well, whatever. Of course. We are partners, are we not? I will keep an eye out in the future. And if I see something, I might hold on to it for you. What did you need?
Do not.
I've never been. Right. Yes, I am happy to help. Very good. Is something amiss? Did you need... Goodbye.
Sure, good. I would be happy Story time. Love it.
This is Chirac on the Starfield Oracle. We are anomalous environmental readings. Member crew have been
separation, Captain.
compromised.
Perfect.
Do not repeat. Not board.
Docking.
This is access on the Starfield Oracle.
We're good to go.
Concentrate. I'm trying to, but it's getting worse. I can feel my mind slipping. Fragmented. I'll become one of them. You have to get away from me. No, I will not leave you here. It's pointless. We share the street. This is our end. The great. No. No, it's happening! Sarah, run! I can't stop it! Sarah! What happened? Who did this? I see no one, and yet I can feel a presence. But how?
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
My mind turns against me. I must return to engineering and make one last attempt to restore the power. Sirach Vital. Post-incident log. After the initial jump, areas of the Oracle have somehow...
Someone or something will clean up whatever's left behind.
This is Sirach Vital. Post-incident log. Something has gone horribly wrong. We were in orbit directly above Dasra, monitoring our current experiments when we experienced a sudden energy surge. I fear the source came from the city itself. It triggered our graph drive and jumped the Oracle to an unknown location. We thought members of the crew were somehow lost in the jump. But later, we were attacked by what I will refer to as vortex phantoms. I thought I recognized some of them. Could it be that the energy surge has somehow transformed them and warped their minds? Sirach Vital. Post-incident log. After the initial jump, areas of the Oracle have somehow been sectioned off by strange energy fields or barriers. The fields allow no one to pass and are somehow able to repel, almost teleport, the trespasser back. I am certain these new fields are related to the Vortex Phantoms. Both resonate with the same energy pattern. The exact same pattern we were studying for Anasco's experiments. Something happened in Dasra. And if the situation is bad here, I fear for our brethren in the city.
made to keep this place sustained, without a need for frequent resupply. We need to get past these crates somehow. Extra ammunition is always welcome if they have any.
out of our control. Not only that, but I believe the initial surge of energy we experienced is transformative. With each passing day, more of the crew succumb to whatever residual energy we were exposed to. Most are instantly hostile, but we discovered some are able to retain a sense of self. At least, momentarily.
power cells dislodged in the last jump. The gravity. Restoring the gravity may pull the cell into place. If I can get to the control room, if I can No! They are coming!
Vital. Post-incident log. I am one of the few remaining unaffected crew on the Oracle. Nadine, Basira, and Taras are the only others I was able to find. I fear it is just a matter of time before we succumb to this energy that is turning the others. How long will we last? And will my mind be strong enough to hold out when my time comes? Basira and I have programmed the Oracle to return to Varun Kai's orbit once it is able. All of our research will automatically be transmitted the moment we are within Dasra's range. I pray our work here was not in vain.
controls. Why will they not respond to me? Work, damn you!
Warning. Gravity procedure initiated. Please check your surroundings to ensure personal safety. Restoring gravity in 3, 2, 1. Power cell corrected. Report to operations for system reboot.
What is it? Need to see what I'm carrying? that it, then?
The vortex phantoms. Where did they go? Something is wrong. No! Not now! I have to hold on!
Brothers! I got them! Take them down!
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but there are practical limits, no?
Mainframe reboot initiated. Commencing protocol. Station lockdown completed. All major systems on standby. Mainframe reboot completed. Warning. Station jump procedure initiated. Please check your surroundings to ensure personal safety. Jump in 3, 2, 1. Execute. Jump completed. Station lockdown released. Initiating data transfer. Incoming transmission.
This is Dasra calling the Oracle station. We've received your transmission. Your orders are to send a representative down here immediately. It appears we have much to discuss.
Poor Sirac. So close to seeing their efforts realized. What's happening, darling?
I was just thinking about you. Hey, Dad? Will you read to me tonight before bed?
Clamps released.